How do I get all my book formats to show up on one page on Amazon? That is a great question, and that is exactly what we're going to talk about today. Stay tuned. Hi, I'm MK Williams. I'm an author and independent publisher. I love sharing my insights about all things self-publishing with you. Before we get started on today's topic, please be sure to take a moment and hit the subscribe button below. That way you'll be here every week as I release new videos on self-publishing and how to be a career author. So the main question we're talking about today is when you publish your ebook and paperback through KDP or really through any service that pushes to Amazon, you want to make sure that your books are showing up on one page. So generally, when you publish through KDP, it's not as much of an issue. It maybe takes a couple days for this to resolve itself, but you can obviously reach out to Amazon to expedite the process. But if you are publishing through an aggregator like Ingram Spark, so say you have your ebook and paperback out through KDP and you have a hardcover out through Ingram Spark, you usually have to tell Amazon, hey, these are all the same book. Because what you want to do is you really want the user, so say they're looking for your book, they've heard you have this book out, a friend recommended it to them, they're going to go on Amazon and search for the title, search for your name, and you ideally want all of those formats to show up on one page, right? So they can look and they can see, well, what's the price of the ebook versus the paperback versus the hardcover versus the audiobook? And the nice thing when they're all together is that all of your reviews show up together. So say you had a really big launch and a bunch of people were able to get your ebook at a discounted price and the ebook has a bunch of reviews, but nobody's purchased the audiobook yet because you just released it and nobody's had a chance to even listen to it yet. You kind of want everything together so that way people can say, well, this was rated as a good story, I'll still listen to the audiobook. So that's the big benefit to combining, right? It just makes it easier for the consumer to get to what they want. And they don't have to search or they don't have to say, well, this is ebook only. I really wanted a paperback, like that's not cool. So it's a good way for them to just see that they have all those options. Because when they're separate, it's not as ideal. It doesn't even look as good. It doesn't look as professional just to have one format showing on individual pages. So you really want those combined. So ultimately, you kind of have to make a request to Amazon for this. So you're going to do that through your Amazon Central account. If you have a book that is available for sale on Amazon, it doesn't matter how the book got there. You need to have an Amazon Central account. Beyond the fact that you can see all your reviews and your rankings and your Nielsen sales reports and ability to add items to your author profile, you need this account to be able to submit help desk tickets for any issues you're having with your book's product page. So that's really important to have this Amazon Central account. So once you sign up, you can go to claim your books. You just literally hit publish, and then it might take 24 hours for this to show up as available to claim on Amazon Author Central. Once you do claim the book, it can take maybe another 24 hours to filter through that it's confirmed. So again, pack your patience. Don't expect, oh, I'm launching my book for pre-order today and everything's going to be perfect and that it'll work within 2 minutes. Like, it is a system and there are checks and balances in there to make sure quality is coming through on the Amazon side. You need to plan ahead a couple days. For my latest pre-order announcement for architects, everything was actually up a week ahead of time because I knew that there could be some issues with getting all the formats to link, getting everything done. So that is one thing I always say, pack your patience, plan ahead. So once you have all the versions of your book on your Amazon Central account, you can navigate over to help and send in a ticket. I have the exact text below in the notes that you can use and borrow for your own purposes. I always try to give the focus on making it easier for the customer to make the sale, right? So Amazon is very customer focused, very customer centric. So you always want to say, hey, like, I just want to make it easy for customers to buy my book, whatever format. So the exact text that I use is, my book, I give the title, is available on Amazon as a paperback and ebook, but the listings are separated. Can you merge them so that the reader can see both options on the same page? I think it will make it easier for them when they are looking to purchase. Then I give the link to the paperback book and the link to the ebook. Now, if for some reason the link isn't showing through, you can always provide the ASIN. So that is an Amazon specific number. Every single product on Amazon has an ASIN. So your book also has one. Again, it makes it easier for that person who's getting that email from you to fulfill your request. They're not having to dig for anything. They're not having to be like, who is this person? They didn't even sign this. Like, yes, you're logged into your account, but you want to make it easy for them, especially if you have multiple books. You can't just say, my book isn't showing right. Like, which book? So just give as much detail as you can. So once you reach out, it may take a day or two for them to respond. Sometimes it's super fast within a couple hours. Sometimes it takes that full day for them to merge it. And then after they merge it, it could take 24 hours to show up. They usually give that disclaimer, and then usually a couple hours later I look and it's fine. So if you're adding all these days up, right? So you add the book, then you have to go claim it at Author Central. Then you have to wait for it to process through Author Central. Then you have to make the request. Okay, that can take up to a week. So don't hit publish, tell the world, and then expect everything's going to be working properly. Definitely give yourself some time so you can make sure your links are showing correctly, you've claimed them for your author page, and that they're all showing up the same. So I hope you found this information helpful. Again, that exact copy that you can use if you're having to put in this request is below. If you have any additional questions about getting these formats to match, please drop that in the comments below. I always love to hear more from you about your questions. If you found this information helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to hit subscribe. That tells YouTube that you're getting value from this channel and it gets it in front of other authors like us. Now you can get back to writing your book.